Hello, hello. We are live, people, which means I am currently in our listing here in Spectrum Center, 8756 Plaza Park Lane. It's in the Esplanade complex within Spectrum Center. So before I start walking through this home, answering any questions that people might type in there, let me just talk a little bit about the number of bedrooms, square footage, and just a little bit about the complex itself. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome. So right now I'm actually standing in the kitchen, but what this particular home offers is that it's a townhome, which means that you are just sharing your neighbor's walls. So that means that you don't have any neighbors above you or below you. So that dictates as a true townhome. It is for a little over 1,400 square feet. This complex was built in 2003. And the Esplanade complex comes with a really nice fronted green belt, which I've seen many homeowners take their dogs out there, kind of throw the ball with their dog, or just kind of walk around some of the greenery. So really great complex. Really love this complex. It is the first one that was built here in Spectrum Center. And so this is located in Curry Mesa, so the 92123 zip code. So that means that we're nearby off of the 163. We're also nearby the 52. And then of course, if you go over the 163, you have a very famous neighborhood or area of eateries, which is off of Convoy. And so they have amazing food there. I go there a lot. One of my favorite ramen places, Rocky, is actually on that street. So highly recommend going on Convoy, which is honestly probably about less than a 5-minute drive to get there from this Spectrum Center complex. So let me, let's start at the very front of the home. So I'm gonna take my phone and we're gonna go all the way downstairs because I'm in the kitchen area, and then we're gonna walk up and start from there. So let me head all the way downstairs. One thing I forgot to mention is that the HOAs here are $230. So that covers the exterior maintenance of the buildings, the roof maintenance, the common area maintenance, trash pickup, and I think there's another one, but I'll have to check. So I am walking outside right now and into the nice sun. You can see you have some neighboring units here, a lot of greenery. I'll turn back around. There's another. So, and then let me back up and kind of show you the whole exterior. So that's the front door there. There's our sign. There's that nice balcony. There's the master bedroom that's up there. You know what I'm gonna do, see if I can flip my camera. Much better. There you go. So that's the whole kind of feel of the exterior of the complex. You're kind of walking up, so whether you have a guest person kind of parking over there, but you do have an attached tandem garage, so there's no need to park and walk out and come to your front door unless you're a guest. Ooh, I am really feeling the heat out here. I don't know about you guys, but my gosh. So here we are. I think this is a great space. I've seen a lot of people kind of set up plants there. You see your AC. I've seen people, have their chairs out here. People in this community actually get really creative with their front porch, and I truly appreciate that. So we're walking in, we have tile flooring right in the entryway. We have a nice kind of recessed lighting. And as we are closing this door, it's so much cooler in here. Ooh. You see a closet for coat closet, any kind of storage that you'd like. Shoes, of course, when you walk right in. This entryway is kind of pretty large, so you can kind of, where I see my shoes right here, have the shoes right there going all along. So here is, right after you just walked in from the front door, we have here the entrance to the garage. So I'm gonna open that up. A little echoing here because it's so big. And hopefully, I'm not gonna lock myself out, which is good. So here we are, we got that tandem garage, and you can kind of see some nice extra storage right here, which is technically the stairs going up, and above you is your kitchen, living room, etc. So like I said, this is a true townhome, so you don't have any neighbors above or below you. Really nice kind of privacy with that. Here, I'm turning around. Behind me is the garage door, and now you can see from the front, there is your water heater, and of course the entrance into the entryway. And you got a nice little window in there too to kind of bring in some light. So I've seen many homeowners here in Spectrum Center use this space not only of storing their cars, but they also have racks up here on the ceiling here, and then of course some shelving alongside, and then an extra bonus here in this particular unit is that storage underneath the stairway right there. There's your little electrical box right here, and then this is actually a newer water heater. You can see the date installed, bold right there, which is great. Water heaters are not sexy, but they are very important for homeowners. And then of course there is your clicker right there for the garage. So this is the tandem garage here, very deep. You can definitely fit 2 cars in, if not more. So you can have a lot more storage aside from the 2 cars. All right, so that is the garage. Coming back out, there's your front door again, your coat closet, and there's that garage door, and now we're going back up into the living space and one of the bedrooms itself. So we have carpeted throughout, aside from the tile in the kitchen, bathrooms, and then of course the entryway down here. So right as soon as you walk up, you see the kitchen here, a lot of ample cabinetry, matching appliances with coloring. I see GE appliances throughout. Yes. And some really nice underlining, of course, and wanted to note about the recessed lighting in here too. So we're going to take a left here from this kitchen, and we're walking now into what you see is a half bath here. We're going to check out the washer and dryer, and then you also see in here is a bedroom. So aside from walking up, getting into your living and eatery area, you also have a bedroom on this floor too. So taking a step back, now I'm in the kitchen. We're looking straight at these doors, which are going to open up into your full washer and dryer. So you can see that the homeowners have shelving in here too, and of course you can go to IKEA, glam it out, get a whole bunch of other shelving and storage to really utilize the space up in here. Oh, there's your fan. So it's nice. So not only do you have it, some homes in general have their washer and dryer in the garage. So it's really nice to have it not only inside, but on the common area level too. So you're not walking up from the garage to this level and then upstairs into some of the bedrooms, aside from this one right here. But you have it here, so you're not kind of walking all over the place, moving all your clothes from the laundry area. And it's nice, it got its own privacy. These doors shut off, and it's as if you can't really see it at all. So now we're going to go, aside from the bedroom, which we're going to get to soon, we're now looking at the linen area. So I would say this is a great space for not only folding clothes. I've seen people put their, memorabilia stuff. They have a lot of frames, picture frames, or even if, let's say you're really into cooking and you have a plethora of baking utilities or whatever you want to call it, you can probably put even more storage of your baking here on this cabinet, as well as probably underneath. So you can use this space to whatever you would like, which is really great. I think it's very essential. Space obviously is very important to a home. So for a townhome, this is a great plus. So you can see we got this storage in here, And I will open up down below just so for you guys to kind of get an idea of how the shelving works and what it looks like inside. So you got two of these sections right here. So you can imagine the amount of storage that you can put in. So now we're going to walk into this lovely half bath. Really gets the job done. There's me, my phone. And of course you have the usual typical half bath things that it offers. You got medicine cabinet, got a great kind of cute oval shaped mirror. Here you have your really nice lighting. It really just kind of gets the job done. And then of course, you know, your towel rack. So here you are, you can see continuing on throughout this whole unit right here is just a lot of recessed lighting. I always appreciate the recessed lighting whenever you can get it. Here now we're walking into this first bedroom. So we're off of the half bath and now into this first bedroom. Has really great lighting actually. I do have the lights on right now, but aside from that, before I turned on these lights, I thought it was actually really great lighting in general. So I'm going to kind of move from here, kind of get a different angle of what the space offers here in this first bedroom. And then of course, there isn't technically a closet in here. So I would recommend to kind of put in your own closet right here. That's what I would do. Yeah, so let me kind of do another angle of this first bedroom right off of the living room and kitchen. So one thing I actually forgot to do since I'm in the kitchen, everyone does it. They love to open all the cabinetry as well as the fridge. So why not do that for you guys as well? So here's kind of just the opening into the fridge. Very weird thing, not really weird, I wouldn't say, but it's definitely something I notice when I do open houses. I see a lot of people come in and just open the fridge because you want to know what this space has to offer. So I think it really does a great job in terms of the shelving and everything. And it feels really cool for me to open these guys up. All right, so we have some really great storage here. You can kind of see, of course, above the fridge, here, down below. But let me just open one up just so you can get a feel of the shelving, what it looks like. Oh my goodness, you even have one right here. That's kind of tucked away, but I appreciate them utilizing all the space that they can get here. So that's what it kind of looks like inside. And then I'll open up down here below. Really great stuff, very clean. Here we have the microwave. We have gas burner stove. And then I know I've even seen people open up the oven, so I'll do that for you guys as well. Here you go. And we have the sink, 2 openings in the sink. And then what I really appreciate about this kitchen is it's not fully closed off. You have this really nice sight line into the living room. And of course, one thing to note is that ceiling fan there. So nice bar top seating right here. Really great. So if you're not into formal dining areas, this is really great to have. Is you have guests over here, you're sitting, you're conversing, you're eating, drinking, and you are cooking for your guests right here, and you don't feel very closed off at all. And you can even see how the light is kind of shining off from behind me into this room. You can see the reflection on the refrigerator. So essentially these lights aren't necessarily needed to be on, but I think for filming purposes it really helps it because it can always look quite different when you're filming versus when you're here in person. So let me kind of move over into the corner here, but essentially what I would do is probably, you can see a hookup here, I would probably put your TV here. And then what would be a great area would probably be an L-shaped couch if you wanted to. All the way, well, it depends on how big of a couch you want, but all the way from here kind of out into here. So let me kind of back up into this corner so you can kind of get a better idea of how the space is. All right, so why not get out here and check out this balcony. Really large slider. Opening up the screen. I'm actually pretty impressed with the size of this balcony. So you can see a lot of people have either used it, whether, you know, it's for plants over here. People can grill out here as well. It's open, which is great. So some people, depending on how the orientation of the unit is, they might get a little shading, like an umbrella or something. Of course, you can have, you know, chairs and tables out here. Just go crazy. It's really great space. A lot of great lighting too. This is midday, and I know that we're in the shade, and then this unit is getting the direct sunlight, but it's still very nice and bright. If anything, on a hot day right now, I actually appreciate being in the shade. So let's get actually a good look of kind of what I was showing to you when we first started this tour of how the walkway looks from above. So a lot of nice greenery, very pet friendly here, and I'll talk a little bit more about the community itself as well. So here, let me back up into this angle so you can kind of see how it looks from here. And then above you, of course, is that master bedroom, and we will get there shortly. So really, really good space. All right, I'm just gonna close this up, and I'll just kind of face you guys over here. So feel free to ask any questions that you may have during this tour, and then I'll get back to you as soon as I finish, but feel free to ask away. So yeah, so that was just finishing up right here, which was the balcony area, this really nice space in the living room, all the way into the kitchen, and then you see your half bath there, and then there's stairs going down into the entryway and the garage. So I feel like we've really got a good handle on this level. Let's start going up to the second level. So as you can see, we have carpeting throughout. It is continuing up here. Really great lighting, just in terms of walking up to your third level. There you go, looking down again. So now we're at the top of the stairs, and you can see we can either go left or right. But let's look actually straight ahead right here. So this is a gigantic linen closet, as I would say. And let's open up to see kind of what shelving it looks like. Pretty similar to what I would say the kitchen area, and of course the cabinetry is right by that half bath. But a lot of extra storage. So if you're into collecting towels or duvets, this would be the dream linen closet, I would say. Closing that up for you guys. And now we're going to take a left, and this is actually our second bedroom. It is not the master, which we'll get to last, but we're getting into the second bedroom. So both of these bedrooms, of course, aside from the master, this bedroom also has the attached bathroom. So this is great for privacy. You're not fighting over sharing showers or anything like that, or sharing the bathroom in general. You have your own privacy with an attached bathroom. So just kind of get into this corner of the room here, showing you what it looks like from this angle. A lot of great lighting. Of course, you have this overhead lighting here, but in terms of this window, it offers a lot of great light. And let me open up this closet. Great standard closet, a lot of space in here. Of course, you can go to IKEA and really deck it out as well. But for now, it really gets the job done. I appreciate it. Closing that back up, mirrored closets. Helps with lighting as well as kind of space. And I'm gonna back into this corner so you can kind of get a feel of where we entered from, this bathroom, which we'll go in a quick second. Of course, that mirrored closet there, and there's me. Hello. All right, so let's check out that attached bath. Here we go. We have a medicine cabinet in here. And let me close the door so we can kind of get a feel. So full bath. You see there's a tub in here, the shower rack, and a window up there to help for ventilation after a steamy, nice shower. You got your standard toilet and your cabinetry, so what it would probably look like underneath. There you go. All right, now walking out from this second bedroom, and there's that linen closet, and we just came down from these stairs, and now we're gonna walk into the master bedroom. So before we go into that bath, let's look at the master bedroom. So you can see the fan is on, it's running. I don't even have the AC on, to be honest, right now. And it feels really good in here. Very cool. I'm not sweating or anything. I might be panting because I'm walking up and down the stairs, but other than that, it actually feels pretty cool in here. So you see that the carpets continue on into this room, of course. And then I'll go into this corner of the room so you can kind of get a feel. Really nice bright light. There is no lighting in here, so you can actually get a feel of how bright it is when the sun is not directly hitting into this unit. So it's still fairly bright. So this is kind of a great example of what I was talking about earlier, where you don't necessarily need the lights on, it still feels pretty bright. So you can see that there's two closets actually here, but technically, if you open one up, it actually is a deep closet. So both of these doors actually open up into this deep closet. So it's kind of a great his or her combination type of closet. Standard kind of racking shelves, and of course, I'm gonna bring it up again, IKEA could really help make your dreams come true in terms of this closet. You could really utilize it. They even just put in some standard pole shelving here just to kind of help out with some extra clothes, because we all know we love, getting clothes in here. So let me kind of actually go from the other area. Another mirror as well, so mirrors on mirrors. And some opening from the other side. You see that you have a little light switch here, turns on the light. So at night if you're changing into your pajamas, you got a nice light there. So great space. And let me close the doors. This is kind of just another view from, there's that open closet, and there's a mirror inside of it. So let me close that door. And come back around here so you can get a nice feel of this master bedroom space. Oh, I love that fan. It feels so good. All right, and if you also are curious about the dimensions of these bedrooms, feel free to message me, and I'm happy to provide it for you as well. But I would say you can absolutely fit a king-size bed. I would probably put the bed here, and if you want to get crazy, you can probably put a TV here, or I've seen, dressers here, whatever you need. And that could really be a nice way to kind of make this room come to life. All right, let's check out that master bath. Here we are, walking in. We got dual vanity sinks. Got your medicine cabinet. Everybody likes looking into that. Your attached water closet. There you go. Very simple. Gets the job done. Coming out here, I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see how the look is. And of course, I'll open up one of these cabinets so you can kind of get a feel of what it looks like underneath. We have some storage, shower head. And then here is the shower. So it's a shower tub combo. This townhome was just recently cleaned, so everything looks nice and squeaky clean. That's kind of the shower head itself. And the tub. So great. So there's that. So feel free to message me here in the comments section as I'm doing this live video. If you have any questions, if you want me to revisit certain areas, open up certain doors, just in case you're curious as to what it looks like inside, if I missed something, or if you want me to go back in the balcony, or even take a step outside to see how the unit itself looks like. I can walk down the street. No, I'm just kidding. This is a better feel of the bar top seating area. So I'll do another walkthrough shortly, just in case some people have missed it. We are at almost 12:30, so I'm happy to do another kind of walkthrough in itself. Oops, let me turn you around. There I am. So yeah, so that was the first walkthrough of this townhome. Like I said, feel free to write in the comment section if you have any questions and you want me to revisit something that we kind of missed, or you kind of entered halfway through and you weren't able to see the first bedroom, or whatever it may be. So just wanted to kind of go over just a few items about the complex itself. I started off with this video talking about we're located in the Esplanade complex in Spectrum Center. So this complex is the first one that was built, aside from all the other ones later on. So that means that this was built in 2003. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome, and it's a little over 1,400 square feet, so 1,438 to be exact. And so this townhome is a true townhome, and what I mean by that is that you're only sharing the walls of your neighbors. So you don't have anybody above you or below you. So that's what a true townhome means. And the HOA is $240. I think I might have said $230 earlier, but it's $240, and it covers exterior maintenance, the stucco, the roofing, also just exterior landscaping. So you saw a lot of the trees and the shrubberies and the walkways and around the complex itself. And this complex offers a really nice, beautiful green belt and sitting areas in front of the complex. So I've seen people walk their dogs out there. They throw the ball for the dogs. It's a really great area. Speaking of dogs, in this community of Spectrum Center is a really nice park. It's actually across the street from this complex, and it has a nice, I think there's 2 different off-leash gated dog areas, like maybe a big and a small dog area. And then of course it has a playground and some picnic tables for you to eat. And one of the newer additions to Spectrum Center is a restaurant called Park Social. Carol and I have been there a couple times, and we really love the food there. We love the service that they offer, and of course, who doesn't love some nice beer and wine? So they have, which is really fun, is kind of an area where you can pay by the ounce. So they have a whole, like a wall of beers, and you can kind of swipe your card and pay by the ounce. If you want to try something, you're not ordering a whole pint of beer, which is great. So Park Social is the newest addition to Spectrum Center, and they've really made themselves well established here. I'm not quite sure in terms of the quarantine status. I think they're still maybe doing to-go food, but of course they're not truly open for dining just yet. So if anything, if you're just curious about Spectrum Center in general, I would definitely recommend going over there, just get a quick bite, and it faces the park itself, so you can kind of people watch or dog watch while people are just hanging out in the community. So yeah, so that's kind of I'm trying to think of other areas. Oh, I talked about the location of Spectrum Center is really close to the 163. It's just right off. I mean, it would probably be a 3-minute drive to get the on-ramp onto the 163, as well as the 52 is nearby. So very central to these freeway entrances and exits. And then I also brought up that as soon as you go over the 163, you're entering, there's an In-N-Out there. There is a Target nearby, a Costco. And then I mentioned before, one of the more favorite of roads there is Convoy. And for that reason is because they have a lot of great eateries, and one of my favorite restaurants there is Rocky, which is fantastic ramen. I would highly recommend it. I think they have been recognized for their ramen in general, so really recommend going there. It is a wait, so I would definitely, I mean, a lot of the food there in general is very popular, so I would make sure to have a reservation or go on some of the off times, or be willing to wait, because it really is a great location to have dinner there, or even lunch, who knows. So this is 8756 Plaza Park Lane. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhome, and it's a little over 1,400 square feet. So please write in the comment section if you have any questions at all. I just finished my tour the first time. I'll go over it a second time because I know a few people have probably joined in halfway. So bear with me, I'm just gonna take a little sip of water because I've been talking a lot for you guys. So just give me 1 second. So a little background about myself as well, just to kind of note, is that Carol and I have been here. I know Carol in particular has been here since the start of Spectrum Center, which is essentially the start of Esplanade, since they're the first complex to be built here. And so Carol and I have been farming here in Spectrum Center for quite some time, and we really love the community. We really vouch for how friendly and dog friendly, of course, it is too. So if you have any questions about the complexes or the community itself, we're really knowledgeable of the area. We really love the area. We'd be happy to help you out. If this particular townhome isn't what you're looking for, let's say you just want 2 bedrooms or maybe more square footage, we're here to help, of course. Okay, so I think I'm ready to do our second showing of this home, because we've already finished our first one and kind of talked a little bit about the complex itself, and I think I'm ready to do our second one. We're probably at the halfway mark. Yep, 12:30. So I think that would be a good time to kind of start our second round. I see my friend Chris is watching. Hey Chris, how's it going? My significant other JL is also watching, and Aaron is also watching. Thanks so much for supporting me and checking in on me and kind of seeing how everything's going. So I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and sane as well. Also very important to stay sane. So, okay, so I'm gonna turn this camera around so that we can start our second showing. You're right now looking into the living room and that balcony. I'm gonna take a little bit of sip of water one more time. So good. And we are gonna start our tour now, going all the way downstairs. And out into the front area. You can hear some people have their ACs on, which I don't blame them. All right, so right here, we have that front area. Really nice greenery. They do a great job of maintaining the HOA here in terms of the greenery, the exterior look as well. Here's the front door, and then I'm gonna kind of turn to see the other side as well. Also back up here so you can kind of get a great larger view of this unit. And as we're walking to the front door, I always like to note that there's your AC. This is also a really great space. I've seen people, they have a big green thumb, they have plants all over this area. They have it as a nice patio set up, so we can have chairs, kind of hang out here if you'd like, greet guests as they walk by. your neighbors and whatnot. And gosh, it's such a beautiful day. I can't wait to get out there as soon as this is over. Thinking about doing a nice hike today. All right, so we just closed that front door. We are now here facing, and I'm about to open up that coat closet. There's that coat closet, gets the job done. You can even vamp it out, but a lot of people I've seen, of course, have their coats in there, some extra storage, and their shoes. And I was also noting before that this is a fairly large entryway, and you see my shoes down here, but you can definitely fit a whole bunch of shoes if that's your style in terms of before you enter up into the carpets and everything to kind of keep it clean. So now we are facing the garage door, entered from the front door, and now into the garage door. And let's check that out. All right, here we are. So this is a tandem garage. You can hear my voice echo. And I'll kind of start slowly walking towards the garage door so you can kind of get a nice little feel of the other direction. Of course, you have your spigot here so you can hose off your car, wash anything off you may have, and I'm turning around and to see the other view of it. So that's the door where we entered from, and there's your water heater, and then of course here's some extra storage as well that we'll note. So this is actually right where that stairway goes upstairs to the common area. So this is great. They have a lot of storage here, whether it's your Christmas decorations, or put some scooters in there, skateboards, and then I'm kind of coming back around so you can see this again. I've seen many people here in Spectrum Center have a lot of shelving along the walls here, of course in the upper shelving as well on the ceilings too. So trying to utilize the space as much as possible, you can definitely do it. It's also a very deep tandem garage. So aside from storage here, I'd also think you could have some storage in the front area too. So you got a nice little window that we saw from the outside, and this water heater is very new. It was installed Valentine's Day of this year. So it's great. That's a huge plus. It's something that's not very sexy about the home, but it is very essential. So there's your garage door clicker, and then there's your electrical panel for you to note as well. So there you go. Nice tandem direct car garage. Huge plus, especially for this complex. Having a direct garage is huge plus. Not fighting for space, parking spaces, you know, your car's not baking out in the sun. It's nice and cool in that garage. So now we're gonna walk up from the entryway here. Now up the stairs, which are carpeted. The entryway, one more time, sorry, is tiled. And we're gonna go up the stairs here. And we're facing the kitchen. Really nice kitchen. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of cabinetries to store all your food, anything that you like to keep in your kitchen, of course. And then a really great sight line into your living room, so nothing's very closed off. I really like this floor plan because it offers a lot of openness throughout each room. But before we go into the kitchen, let's start my route facing the other direction. So we came up here, and now we're looking at the washer and dryer area. So let me open that up for you guys so you can see. Full closet, washer and dryer, a lot of great shelving here, but of course, going to IKEA, you can absolutely deck this out and make it even better. So it does have a vent as well. here too. But gets the job done for a really nice in-unit washer and dryer. It's on the living level, so as I mentioned before, you're not going down to the garage to get your laundry. You're not sharing a community laundry. It's here in your unit, and you don't have to do too much effort to do your laundry other than the fact of doing laundry. Okay, so here we're going to look at really great space. I don't believe many units really offer this kind of this cabinetry area. So whether you want to put this more as linens, towels, or, you know, I mentioned before, if you're really into baking, you have all your utensils, you have a mixing bowl, and, you know, all those other things that you can buy from Target and Home Depot and whatever. And you just don't have enough space, which is crazy because that is a lot of ample space. But if you're really into it, I have a few friends that are extremely into baking. They might use this area as well for more storage, whether it would be stationary storage, you know, baking, like I said before, or you could put your memorabilia up here, some nice frames. And I'll just open up a few of these for you as well, just so you can get the idea of what it looks like inside. And then, of course, inside there too. All right, so now we're gonna face from this extra storage area now into the half bath. So you have a half bath here off of your common living area. And here in this half bath, you can see myself, but I'll close the door so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like aside from it. So you have your medicine cabinet, a kind of cute little oval mirror here, a lot of great light. You have your cute sink, your toilet, and then the towel rack as well. And then, of course, I didn't note this actually before, but you have a little peekaboo window here in too, so it brings an extra light aside from your normal bathroom light. All right, so we're gonna walk out from this bathroom, and now we're gonna walk into this first bedroom. So this first bedroom is off of the living area, as you said. So I'm gonna shut the door so you can kind of get an idea of the space as itself. So you note that there's not technically an installed closet, but what I would recommend is having the closet right here. Whether you want to install it or you can just put some shelving up there, whatever it may be, it's great. Also, this room has recessed lighting. Fantastic. Sometimes rooms don't even have lights. All they have is just the plug. So greatly appreciate that. And aside from the recessed lighting is you have a really good large window in this bedroom. So it brings in a lot of light, so you don't have to worry about that. So yeah. So let me know if you have any questions at all during this tour. And do you want to say hi? Okay, so funny enough, we have a star guest here that just walked in. Wasn't sure if she wanted to say hi, but now she is. It is Carol.
Hi, they recognize me?
I couldn't even recognize you. I thought you were trying to burglarize me.
Trying to stay cool and safe.
Oh yeah, so she's dropping off some stuff for us, and then after this, we're gonna go do In-N-Out. So really looking forward to In-N-Out. So really excited. So there's our guest star for today. Always appreciate somebody joining me. So what? Oh, hold on one second, guys. We're gonna take a quick little pause. I'm gonna have you propped up right here, and I'm gonna give my mom. Oops. Woo.
Ouch, that hurt.
I know, jeez. Right there, I'm gonna give her my car keys. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Doing
some improvising here. Okay, back to work. So recapping, we just came from here, this nice little bedroom, and now we're facing, and also, I didn't say this before, but there's your AC unit a little panel there. And we're walking into this kitchen here, and I'm gonna open up some of the cabinets for you because I know a lot of people like to look in and kind of see, okay, what does it look like inside? What can I fit on these shelves? So you have a few of the square type shelf, and this one's actually a bit bigger too, so you can kind of utilize it differently. And there you go. And actually, this was new to me. I didn't even realize this until today, but there's this small little cute cabinet here in between the long cabinet where I normally store my cereals here, but you can put whatever you want in there. And then some cabinet storage upstairs or up above the fridge, and opening up the fridge because I know going to a few open houses myself, clients of mine or people that pop into my own open houses really like to check out the fridge. So no problem. I'm here to open it up for you. Feels nice and cool anyways to open this up. There we go. And then here's the microwave. All the appliances, of course, are matching colors, and they're all GE as well. So here we are opening that microwave. Opening the oven for you. And you see gas stove on top. This is a sink, just so you get an idea of how the sink looks. And there's that dishwasher here for you. All right, so coming from the kitchen, we're now walking into the living room. But one thing I wanted to note as we're walking is this fantastic bar top eatery. So as I mentioned before, wonderful flow from the kitchen into the living room area, and this bar top is fantastic for the fact that you don't feel closed off, but you can also really use this for when let's say you're cooking here and you have your guests eating or drinking or both right here, and you don't have to feel like you're running in between two different rooms. You're all here in one space, which is great. So wonderful entertaining piece right here. All right, so I'm going to turn back around now to see the living room area. You'll note the ceiling fan above. And kind of the other side of the living room. So I'll walk over into this corner so you can kind of see. So I would probably recommend, just because the cable's there as well, maybe having your TV here, and then going towards this wall and turning around, maybe you could have your couch here, like a nice little L-shaped couch right there, or recliners. I'm a huge fan of recliners. And then it's just kind of a nice little feel of what the kitchen looks from the living room area. And then the recessed lighting as well. Definitely wanted to note that. So let's open up into the balcony area. I'm actually pretty impressed with the size of this balcony. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was when I first walked into here. So because it's open, it's great for grilling. And right now we're actually in the shade, and you can see the other unit here is directly in the sun. So I'm kind of grateful to be in the shade here. But this is a great place, of course, for if you have continuing on with that green thumb, adding some more plants here. I definitely would add some plants here. And then if you wanted to set up some chairs, tables, whatever it may be, you can get really creative here. I know I see some neighbors over here have some nice green. A neighbor over there, way over there, has their barbecue there. So a lot of options, and you can kind of blend all of them together too. So just kind of looking up a bit, you kind of see what above you is the master bedroom. And then also to kind of take a peek of down here too, just so you can see how it looks like from above. Really great walking path into all the homes. I just love how green it is today and how well they do keep up with the maintenance here for landscaping. So here I'll just turn around so you can kind of get a feel. There's that. And I think we've checked that off in terms of the looks of the balcony here. So a really large slider. Open this up, you get a nice breeze coming in here, and you won't even need that fan, so everything kind of comes in all the way into your living room and kitchen. So let me close this up. I'll have you face in this area so you can kind of get a feel. All right, so that's kind of the finish of the first level, at least well, I guess we call it the second level because technically the first level was the garage. And now we're finishing the second level, so that was the living room, kitchen area, the first bedroom, the half bath, and the washer and dryer. So now when we came up from there, saw all this area here, and now we're gonna go up into the other two bedrooms. So continuing on with that carpet, and then here I'll just kind of give you kind of a different view. Angles are great options of that. And now we're gonna walk up the stairs into the last two bedrooms. So you kind of have a platform here, which is kind of cool. So my idea, of course, loving the greens and all the plant life, I would probably put some plants there if I was honest, but who knows? You can definitely be really creative with this space. So before we go into the bedrooms, bye. That's Carol leaving. Before we go into the bedrooms, we're gonna look at this really, frankly, I think it's a very large linen cabinet. So let me open it up for you so you can kind of see what it looks like. And then, of course, why not? I'll open up this one too so you can get a huge feel of everything. And I'll back up, Sue. So it's pretty large. I mean, I had to back up down the stairs to really get a whole view of this. So put all your towels in there, linens, maybe it could be like medicine in there as well. Who knows? Extra storage. Can't go wrong with that. So now we're taking a left into the second bedroom. This bedroom has an attached bath. So I appreciate privacy in terms of I don't need to share the bathroom with anybody. This bedroom has an attached bath and you're just connected right into it. But before we go into the bathroom, let's look at the space of this room. So it has an overhead light and a really nice big window that brings in a lot of light as well. So I'll kind of go in this corner so you can get a feel of what it looks like. There's where we entered from. There's that bathroom. And then let's look at the closet first. Gets the job done. Good closet, nice storage rack, and of course, I'll bring it up again. You can always go to IKEA and you can revamp this whole closet. All right, so I'll just turn back around, see from the front area. Now let's go into that bathroom. So this is a full bath here that's attached. You see you have your countertop, sink, mirror, and there's me. And then, of course you have your storage underneath. You have the toilet. And I'll close the door so we can kind of fully see what this full bath looks like. So you do have a a window up there. And this full bathroom has a bath shower combo, which is great. And there's your shower rod right there. So really nice. Gets the job done for attached bath. Not bad. And then, of course, let me just kind of note about the lighting right there. You have an extra light there, too. All right, so we just finished 2 bedrooms down, and now we're going into the third last one, which is the master. Personal favorite, just saying. And so before we go into this bath, let's kind of walk into the master. So this actually brings in a lot of light. So just keep in mind, we don't have a light in here right now. And the sun is actually facing in this direction. It's coming in from this window. So we don't have direct sunlight coming in. And it's actually still fairly bright in here, if you look at it. So I'll kind of come from this corner and turn around so you can see from this angle what the bedroom looks like. Very large window. Of course, you'll note that ceiling fan feels really cool with a nice on. It's on right now. And then I'm going to open up this closet for you. And fun little surprise is that this closet actually attaches to the other side of this closet. So you want to call it a walk-in closet? Technically, yes. You can walk through and enter out of that door right there, or exit out of that door. But I think it's a great combo in terms of a his or her closet. You still get your space. You could still sneak in and put in your own clothes to try to take over the closet and have this nice little battle between the two, who gets the most out of this space for a closet. But honestly, I think this is a great space for a master bedroom closet here. So I'll open that up, leave it open. That has a mirror on the other side of this closet, and then I'll open this door just so you can kind of get an idea of the other side. So now coming in from this door and looking in from where I came from, there you go. You can really make this, really utilize this space with a lot of shelving here. I like how they have these rods here too. That helps. But yeah, you can really max out this space with a lot of shelving. All right, so let me close these doors and I'll just kind of give you a nice little view. Let's look out this window so you can kind of get an idea. So below us was the patio area. So we're right above where the living room would be right now. Yeah, really great space. I would probably, if I was to kind of visualize how to use this bedroom, you can absolutely fit a king-size bed here. And then maybe if you wanted a cabinet, dresser here, and your TV here, I think that would probably work really well. And then there's this little interesting nook area right here. You can probably put another cabinet dresser, I guess, right there too. It has a lot of outlets as well. So you'll never be fighting over your phone charger and using an outlet or a lamp or whatever it may be. But just little details that I always like to kind of think about as well. All right, so let's go into this master bathroom. Here we have, let me take a step back so we can kind of get a full view of it. We have that dual vanity life right here. I know I appreciate that, having my own space for all my fun little makeup and goodies for the bathroom. You'll see the attached medicine cabinet, opening that up for you. Very standard. Here is the water closet, standard as well. And let me turn around for you so you get a view of it. There's your lighting from above. You're in the mirror looking in, and then here is the shower bath combo, which I'll open up for you. Squeaky clean. We had cleaners come in here, I think 2 days ago, so everything's been really nicely cleaned. And of course, I know some people like to open up the drawers here. There's that. And then let me open up this for you as well. A lot of people like to see what's going on in there. All right, let me just kind of give you one more look of this bathroom in itself. Water closet. And there's, of course, your outlets too. So when you're doing your hair dryer or straightening your hair, something like that, you can always use those guys. So yeah, I think it's a great master bathroom. And then of course we're going into right off of there. So you're coming, you walk through the, let me take a step back so you can kind of get a feel. So you walk through the door and then you have your master bath here and then your bedroom in here. So it's great. Really great size, really great flow throughout this whole townhome. I think it really gives, you know, whether you have multiple people in here or not, a lot of privacy for multiple people. I think the townhome feel in itself is a great space because you don't have anybody above you or below you, so you don't have to worry about neighbors kind of stomping above you. And I'm kind of walking into here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it, but if you look at the time, it is almost 1 o'clock. I don't know how I was able to kind of fly through this hour with you all, but let's see if I can kind of get it a little bit straight. There we go. Oh, man, I gotta work on that. I really do. I'm using this kind of flexible tripod, so it's working and it's also not working at some point. But anyway, so we've just did an hour tour, open house, virtual open house for you guys. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoy these virtual open houses with you all. And I hope that you have a better feel and understanding how this townhome looks. It is vacant, so if you are interested in seeing it in person, Carol and myself are very happy to show it to you. So yeah, and it's a really, really great complex here in Spectrum Center. It's fantastic. We can absolutely vouch for it because we've been working in this area for many years. So just to kind of recap one more time, this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 townhome, a little over 1,400 square feet. It has an attached tandem garage. The HOA is $240, and that covers the common area maintenance, the exterior maintenance, the landscaping, of course, the trash, and some roof maintenance too. I knew I was missing something. Roof maintenance. So yes, feel free to message me if you have any questions. You can even comment below after this live video if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help you. But other than that, thank you so much for touring this home with me. It's been a lot of fun, and I can't help it, but I'm gonna have In and Out with my family after this, and I'm really looking forward to it. So everybody have a fantastic Saturday. It's beautiful outside. Please go outside and enjoy it. Of course, in safe social distancing standards, but other than that, enjoy the weather. It is beautiful, and I feel very blessed to have wonderful San Diego sunny weather at this moment. All right, like I said, have a great Saturday, and I will talk to you all very soon.